What's up, YouTube? Just got the GX Air Wireless. I was gonna do a first reaction, like impressions video, and I did, and it was pretty darn scuffed. So I'm just gonna kind of give you the gist of it. There's not like a lot of coverage on YouTube for it, so more the merrier, right? First, talking about the shape and the brand. This is Xenics Titan. This is an OEM that many different companies have used. I believe I have it written down right here. For Korea, it's the Xenics. North America uses, or Pwnage uses it. Russia is Zet Gaming. Southeast Asia is the Rexus/Fantech. So you can actually buy, other reviewers have confirmed it, you can actually buy the back plate from like Pwnage and just set it onto this. So it's very nice to have. What makes this one a little bit special is that the sensor is a PAW 3370, whereas the Pwnage is, I believe, a 3335 or something like that. So this will be more accurate and also more battery efficient. So that's really nice to have. The biggest issue with the Pwnage that people are having is you can't adjust the liftoff. Now, I don't know if they changed that, but that's, for an FPS gamer, especially with a low sense, like that's really scuffed. Or a high sense rather, because you'd be picking up a little bit more. Either way, you don't want any mouse jitter. So I will be answering some questions that I seen on the YouTube comments as I go. The shipping for it is a question. It only took me 7 days, and I live on the east coast of NA, so that's pretty good. It came a day earlier than they suspected it would, so 7-day wait, not bad at all. Apparently there's a 30-day return policy too, so but you're gonna have to pay for shipping, so I imagine that might be like $25 shipping, so it's probably not gonna be worth it. And that is for an $80 mouse. With the $20 shipping, it's $100. Not, you know, you gotta ask yourself if $20 is gonna be worth it to try it out. I got it from B&C Mail on eBay. I will put a link in the description. No issues there. Pretty nice so far. Moving on though, what is the actual dimensions for this mouse? Pwnage claims like 60 width on the bottom hump, 38 tall, and I believe 120 something like long. I actually measured it as best I could beforehand. This is 63.5. No, it is in the manual. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, so as you can see in the manual, I might do a zoom in here. 120 by 63.5 by 39. And that's pretty much exactly what I measured. So this is accurate. The Pwnage's website said different, so that's what it is. Don't be fooled. It is not exactly an S2 clone. Everyone just wants to say, oh, just look up the dimensions for the S2. They're not the same. The grip width is about 56 at the very bottom. And then I don't really have calipers, so it does go up a tiny bit, like the hump. So probably take 2 more millimeters, so 56 at the bottom, and then it goes up to about 58, 57. So keep that in mind for the grip. Quick comment on the shape as well before we move on here. It kind of reminds me of a G Pro if it was more flat and the hump was prominent in the back instead. I mean, you can imagine it. The hump is usually in the middle in the G Pro, but as you can tell, it's more flat on the top, and the hump is probably about right there. Okay, next is the weight. So I did measure it. I don't know if it's my scale, but I wasn't getting an exact weight. And then I looked at tons of reviews online between the Pwnage and the Xenics, and it was always something different. And I was getting really nervous. And I think the spooky 76 gram weight is a reality here. So this is with the open back, and I keep getting 76, and sometimes it jumps up to 78. So yeah, right there, 76. The first time I ever recorded it, it was like 74 for some reason. If I throw on the back here, it should come up to about 78. Whatever it is, maybe just add 1 gram more. But yep, 78 with the closed back, which is kind of not the best if you think about it. Like the S2 is what, 82 grams or something like that. So you're shaving like 4 grams, which does make a difference, but you know, it's wireless, so it's pretty cool. So moving on with the specs, this does use the 2.4 gigahertz technology that everyone's slapping on the already used shapes that everyone loves. If I were to have some comments on it, it feels great in practice. Don't really have any big issues, but if you do a mouse tester graph on it, which I might throw something on the screen here, it does like to dip down to 500 hertz. And I looked it up and asked some people on Freezy's Discord, and it is apparently something that happens with wireless mouse. Kind of surprised, but you know, and a top esports player can be the best with a G Pro. So guess nothing to be worried about there. The dongle that comes with wireless, the wireless part, can actually fit into the middle of the mouse. I'll show you right there. You just slap it inside. So if you're gonna go to LAN or something, which you don't have because COVID, stay inside, stay safe. But you could do that, so that's nice to know. And then there is the wireless extender that comes with it. You don't need to buy it separately. You just plug it in here, and there you go. No weird interference gonna happen there in between you and the mouse. So to talk about the battery. The battery is a 580 milliamp hour battery, which apparently is I believe is the same as the Pwnage Symmetrical, but because it's that 3370 sensor, it's going to be more accurate and more power efficient, marking it at about 70 hours on paper without LED. I actually forgot that it was turned on, and I had it on all last night while I was asleep, so about 24 hours worth of use. This bad boy's still on 90%, so I don't think you're gonna have to like charge it too often, so that's very nice to have. Very efficient. I'm very happy with it. So the mouse 1 and 2 clicks, they are the 20 million Omrons. I think I looked it up and they're the same as the Model O, or at least the Model Minus. I have it right here and they feel like way heavier, so maybe I'm wrong there. That's the first thing I noticed, and I'm starting to really not like it. It's like the FK2B, like the clicks on those, but a little bit less resistance on them. So I'm not too much of a fan of them so far. They're acceptable though. I can do a sound test if you'd like. Yes, very Omron, very loud and tactile. And the side buttons, no issue so far, like, you know, no rattle on the mouse 1 and 2. I'm like really surprised. They were even better than the Model O's build quality on that. Side buttons for you. Wow, very nice. Side buttons, cool. So the software I'm going to put on the screen here, it's actually very easy to use, very easy to download. I'm going to have stuff on screen to show you that you can change the DPI, lighting, you can change the liftoff distance, and then I believe you can even set up macros, change the buttons, stuff like that. Very easy to use, easy to understand. Definitely like the software. The feet are Tiger Arc 2s, which I've actually never used Tiger Arcs. I've always bought Hyperglides, and on my personal opinion, at least with these, they are a little bit more grippy, I'd say. You know what I mean? Like a little bit more scratch to them, which I've actually kind of been looking for, because when you use lightweight mice, for me, I have like trouble with stopping for my flicks. So it's actually been really great. I've loved them, but I did have some quality control concerns when I first got the mouse. These came in very scuffed. The top skate, I know you won't be able to tell, but it had a humongous gash on it going vertically. The O-ring was peeled, just like all the threads say. I pushed it down, it's been fine, but every once in a while it seems to want to like come off. So that is definitely a quality control concern. So going over an extra feature of the mouse, power button at the bottom, the middle is off, bottom is gaming mode, which allows the bottom LEDs to light up if you set that up in the software. The top most is office mode, which only turns on the LED for the scroll wheel. I'm a sweaty nerd and I play to aim, not to look at my gear, so I have all of it turned off for the most battery life because it is wireless. Okay, real quick, going over some questions that I didn't already answer. Was the ring skate fricked up? Yep, the bottom ring skate was destroyed. The weight distribution and opinion on that. The weight distribution, I've already tested it. It is almost smack dab in the middle. Like, they did fantastic. Put your fingers where the sensors start, and it won't budge, but you go a little bit higher and it starts to slide down. So literally in the middle. Very well done on the weight distribution. Last question though, is it worth $20 more shipping it all the way from Korea to your home? If you like the Pwnage, absolutely, I'd say so. I don't know if the clicks are a little bit more resistant or less resistant than what Pwnage uses, but this sensor will definitely make up for it in your heart. The sensor has been really great for me. No complaints there. But yes, I would say it's worth it if you like the S2 shape. If you're going to try it out like I am, or you're not, you know, a little bit on the fence with the S2 shape, get the Nos M, you know, like order it on Amazon, and then Amazon has like free returns. So you just return it when you're done with it. Try out the shape. But if you know you like the shape, you're a devoted S2 user, I don't know why you don't have this in your hands right now, fragging out with wireless. Yeah, I might put some gameplay on screen, just a little bit of clips of what I got, but enjoy. Thank you guys for watching.
Far right, far right.